Good evening, everyone. First of all, welcome everyone, and thanks for taking out time on the Friday evening. So, I'll just take maybe 5 or 10 minutes just to give you or just to set the agenda. What are we going to discuss today? So, this theme of this event is Digital India. How do we understand? What do we understand by Digital India? So, basically, if we see. So if we just see the Indian scenario, so India has been divided with the Digital India point of view, it has been divided into two parts. Maybe half of the people or maybe more than half are still using the paper, and there is a push from the government, there is initiative is there from the government to move on to the digital side. So how an FI can help in moving to or supporting the Digital India initiative of the government? Everyone has been knowing what are the pillars, 9 pillars of the Digital India that Mr. Narendra Modi has been talking about and that he started. So if you look for the first 3 pillars, they are primarily talking about the infrastructure. Other 3 pillars are for the network, applications and the availability, e-governance, e-kranti, application availability, secure availability of the applications. And the other last 3 are about the Make in India and providing the services to the remotest part of the India. So that's the creation of the digital infrastructure and the delivering services digitally. So the F5 focuses onto this layer. So we are not into the infrastructure, but we are for delivering the applications securely, enhancing the applications availability, enhancing the performance of the applications. That's the way that F5 focuses. So when we talk about the applications or the Digital India or the pillars of the Digital India or the availability of the applications, what are the key challenges that everyone is facing? If you look for the scaling of the network, it's not the traditional network where it used to be maybe a router and a firewall and maybe a switch and servers. It has changed. It has scaled horizontally. Not the vertically, it has scaled horizontally. Multiple servers has been added, applications has been added, and we need to provide the availability and security for the application. Quality of experience. Everyone has been using the internet maybe at home or at office. If the experience is not good, you will stop using that thing. So whenever we talk about the web applications or any application, if the experience is not right, customer will stop using it. If we talk about the government of India and the other e-applications or the e-office, if those applications are not providing the required throughput or required performance, people will stop using it. At the same time, when we talk about the availability, quality and the velocity of this service, how fast I can enable the services, that's very important. And the last one that's most important is the security checks. Everything is connected on the internet. Everything we are talking about the web. Either it is the mobile phone or it's the laptop or it's the PDA, whatever it's all connected net. Either we are using in office or we are not using in office, we are using any mobile app. We are connected to outside world. At that time we need to be really how the security happens. So how the F5 addresses the challenges, and if you see the mobility, first that the devices have changed from maybe traditional laptop or the PCs to the mobile. Everyone will be having at least 1 or 2 mobile devices, either it's the phone, maybe 2 phones, or the iPad or PDA and the laptop. Everyone is talking about this software-defined everything. Everyone talks about software-defined network. Maybe that was a buzzword maybe 2 years back, 3 years back. But now everyone is looking software-defined everything. And another important parameter or another important word that is used in the industry is IoT, Internet of Things. What will be a TV, fridge, microwave, all will be connected to the internet. All will be connected to the net. TVs are already available, fridges are already available which has Ethernet interface. Microwaves are available which has the Ethernet interface. Sitting in the office, you can control the microwaves, you can control the fridge, you can control the TV. So on a TV, you are doing the web browsing also, you are doing watching the programs. So at the same time, when we talk about Internet of Things, another initiative of the government of India is the smart cities. What is smart cities? Basically connected, every device is connected there. So there also IoT plays a very important role. That every device is all the parameters, either it's the electric meter or the gas meter or the traffic signal, it's all connected to the network. That IoT plays a very important role. Software-defined data center or the cloud. Everyone is talking about cloud. Maybe they are having a data center in their office, their premises, and they have maybe some of the applications available on the cloud. We have been using cloud for a long time. We have been using the email services from the cloud. Everyone has been using it, Yahoo or the Gmail. Now moving, those were the personal applications that everyone is using. If you look for the corporate or the customer point of view or maybe the government point of view, we are trying to move applications to the cloud so that easily we can scale it easily. We can provide the availability to all the customers. Everything is webified. It's not traditional client-server architecture where server is there, clients are there, and you access the application. It's when you need to access the application, either it's an ERP, you just define the website, just a URL. No need to load a click client, then maybe you need to go and access the application. Again, the last and the important thing, advanced threats. Whenever we are moving applications to the cloud, we are moving applications to the either the hybrid cloud or the in-premises. We are connecting to the internet. We are exposing ourselves to the web threats. So when it is connected and the threats are in place, we need to really concern about how can we address those challenges. So how FI help there? We provide solutions for an application. It's not the plain vanilla. Maybe we don't provide the network switches or the router. We provide solutions for the application work. When the applications are there, how can we enhance the performance of the application? How can we increase the availability of the application? How can we secure the applications? So if you look for the F5 vision, it's applications without constraints. Applications can be anywhere, either it's in premise data center, it can be in the cloud. Either you are accessing from your laptop or the desktop or a PDA or a mobile phone, experience is same. And the mission of the F5, deliver the most secure, fast and reliable applications to anyone, anywhere, at any time. Days are gone maybe when we need to access any of the application, we need to go to the office. Maybe 30% population of in India, maybe they are still working from home in the corporate world. And maybe with the new rule, maybe I was reading the newspaper today, maybe with the odd and even car number, because many of the people still will be working from home in the next 15 years. So we need to provide the applications availability anytime, anywhere with the same experience. That's F5. So F5 provides the security, availability, performance, identity access, and the mobility. So these are the 5 pillars or the 5 solution offering from the F5 networks. If you see the evolution of the F5, how does F5 started, where do we stand today, what are we doing in the coming days? F5 started the journey with the application delivery controller, or ADC. People call it load balancers also, server load balancers, global server load balancers. What we do, traffic management, optimization, Then we broadened the application services onto the security, mobility, and the LTE side. Then we move to the cloud. Maybe you can have the application in your premise, and on the cloud you can do the federation between your data center to the cloud. And the software-defined application services, it's not only the software-defined network, we are talking software-defined application availability to the customers. And the last is the hybrid application services. Just to give you a background about the F5, it started maybe way back in 1996 and went public in 1999. It has close to $2 billion revenue last year and more than 4,000 employees working worldwide. Major investment in R&D. And F5 you will find everywhere. So this is just maybe a global slide where you see 48 out of the 50 Fortune companies are the F5 customers. 9 of the top 10 global oil and gas companies are F5 customers. 10 of the top 10 global automotive companies are F5 customers. So they are using F5 for the application performance, application enhancement, and security. So it's not only these customer base, even the industry reports, industry analysis, they also recommending things. You see the Gartner Magic Quadrant. F5 is in leaders quadrant from last 9 years in that ADC domain. There is no other vendor who has been there consistent for 9 years, and every time it is growing up and up. Maybe after 2 or 3 years it will move out. I don't know which quadrant it would be. And if we see from the Indian point of view, that's the IDC, it says that F5 is #1 in India, as per the IDC report. And globally, if you see, it's more than 50% market share in the ADC and the security market. So what is F5? Provides an app solution for an application world. So this was just a brief overview about the F5. My colleague Avi will get into detail about the products and how are we really addressing the customer challenges. So over to you.